Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Everyday English Channel. I am Sarah, and honestly, I am so genuinely happy you are here with us right now. Like, truly. Because today we have a lesson that is so rich, so fascinating, so full of incredible vocabulary. We are teaching you exactly how to talk about Iran in English.
And I am Jack. Whether you are Iranian yourself and want to describe your country, your culture, your history to English-speaking friends, or whether you simply want to discuss Iran confidently in English conversations, at school, at work, anywhere, today's lesson was made completely and totally for you.
For you completely. And please, right now, before we even begin, hit that subscribe button. Join our Everyday English Channel family. We are building something truly special here, a global community of confident English learners from every single corner of this world. We want you here. We need you here. We really, sincerely do.
We sincerely do. Now, Iran is one of the most historically rich, culturally deep, and geographically stunning countries on the planet. And yet, so many English learners, even those who are Iranian, struggle to describe it naturally and fluently in English. Today, that changes completely.
Completely it changes. So let's just jump right in. Jack, where do we even start with a country that has literally thousands of years of history?
Thousands of years, right? I think we start with the name itself, because this is actually something that comes up a lot. Many people wonder, what is the difference between Iran and Persia? And this is such a great conversation starter in English.
Such a great one. So here is how you explain it. You can say, Iran has been called Persia by the Western world for centuries, but Iranians themselves have always called their country Iran. In 1935, the government officially asked the international community to use the name Iran. Very informative, very clear, and your English-speaking conversation partner will find this genuinely fascinating.
Genuinely fascinating, absolutely. And the adjective, when you are talking about things related to Iran, you say Iranian, Iranian culture, Iranian cuisine, and Iranian poet. And things related to ancient Persia or the Persian language and heritage, you say Persian, the Persian language, Persian poetry, Persian carpets. Both words will come up, and now you know exactly when to use each one.
Exactly when, perfectly. And speaking of the Persian language, that is Farsi. In English, you can call it either Farsi or Persian. Both are completely acceptable and widely understood. You might say, my first language is Farsi, or I grew up speaking Persian at home. Either one is natural and correct.
Natural and correct completely. Now let's talk geography, because Iran's geography is stunning, and describing it in English opens up so many great conversations. Iran is located in Western Asia, sometimes called the Middle East, and it borders several countries, including Iraq, Turkey, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and others. It also has coastline along the Persian Gulf and Caspian Sea.
The Caspian Sea, beautifully. And that word borders is so useful in geography conversations. Iran borders Iraq to the west. Iran shares a border with Turkey. To border means to be directly next to share a boundary with. Very essential geography vocabulary.
Very essential, truly. And the landscape of Iran is incredibly varied. You can describe it like this. Iran has a very diverse landscape. There are towering mountain ranges like the Alborz and Zagros Mountains, vast deserts like the Dasht-e-Kavir, and lush green regions in the north near the Caspian Sea. Diverse means varied, different types in one place. Towering means extremely tall and impressive.
Extremely tall, impressively, and lush. Oh, that is such a beautiful English adjective. Lush means green, full of life, rich with vegetation. The northern regions of Iran are incredibly lush. Your English-speaking friends will be so impressed when you use a word like lush naturally in conversation.
Naturally in conversation, smoothly. Let's talk about the capital, Tehran. How do you describe Tehran in English? You might say, Tehran is the capital and largest city of Iran. It is a massive modern metropolis at the foot of the Alborz Mountains. It is home to tens of millions of people and is the political, economic, and cultural heart of the country.
Cultural heart, beautifully described. And that phrase, at the foot of the mountains, is so natural in English. At the foot of means at the base of, directly below. Tehran sits at the foot of the Alborz Mountains. Very visual, very descriptive. The person listening can picture it immediately.
Picture it immediately, vivid. And metropolis, that means a very large, busy, important city. Tehran is a metropolis. It is one of the largest metropolises in the region. Great vocabulary for describing any major city in English.
Any major city, exactly. Now, Jack, I want to talk about something that so many Iranians are incredibly proud of, and rightfully so, and that is Iranian history, because Iran has one of the oldest continuous civilizations in the entire world. How do you talk about that in English?
In English, powerfully. You could say Iran is home to one of the oldest civilizations in human history. The Persian Empire, established around 550 BC by Cyrus the Great, was one of the largest and most influential empires the world has ever seen. And that phrase, one of the oldest, is a very natural superlative structure. One of the most influential, one of the largest. You will use this constantly when talking about Iran.
Constantly when describing it. And Cyrus the Great, he is such an important figure to know how to talk about in English. You can say Cyrus the Great is celebrated not only as a military conqueror, but as a remarkably humane ruler who respected the customs and religions of the people he conquered. Humane means kind, compassionate, treating people with dignity. And ruler means a leader, a king, someone in power.
Someone in power, historically. And the Cyrus cylinder, that is another wonderful thing to be able to describe. The Cyrus cylinder is an ancient clay artifact that many historians consider one of the earliest declarations of human rights in history. Declaration means an official, formal statement. Artifact means an object from the ancient past. These are great academic English words.
Great academic words. Excellent. And there are so many incredible historical sites in Iran to describe. Persepolis, for example. You might say, Persepolis was the ceremonial capital of the Persian Empire. Today, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most remarkable archaeological sites in the world. Archaeological means relating to the study of ancient human history through physical remains and ruins.
Ruins and remains, historically. And UNESCO World Heritage Site, that phrase is so useful. It means a place officially recognized by the United Nations having outstanding cultural or historical value to humanity. Iran has many UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Very impressive thing to mention in conversation.
Very impressive, truly. Now, let's shift to something people absolutely love talking about, Iranian food. Because Persian cuisine is extraordinary, and being able to describe it in English is such a joyful skill.
Such a joyful skill, deliciously. Iranian food is known for its incredible use of herbs, saffron, dried fruits, and pomegranates. You might describe it like this. Persian cuisine is known for its delicate balance of flavors, sweet and sour, rich and fresh all at once. It makes heavy use of fresh herbs, fragrant rice dishes, and slow-cooked stews called kuresh.
Slow-cooked stews, perfectly described. And fragrant, what a beautiful word. Fragrant means having a beautiful, pleasant smell. Fragrant rice, fragrant saffron. The kitchen smells fragrant. And saffron, you can explain it as the world's most expensive spice, which gives Persian rice dishes their beautiful golden color and distinctive flavor. Distinctive means unique, recognizable, unlike anything else.
Unlike anything else, remarkable. And you can describe specific dishes. Ghormeh Sabzi is a classic Persian herb stew. It is made with a rich mixture of fresh herbs, kidney beans, and lamb, and it has a deep, complex flavor that is completely unique to Persian cooking. Complex flavor means many different tastes working together. Iranians will absolutely feel seen when you describe their food with this kind of care in English.
with this kind of care, warmly. And the rice. Oh, the rice. You could say one of the most celebrated aspects of Persian cooking is the rice. Persian rice is cooked to be perfectly fluffy with a crispy golden crust at the bottom called tahdig. Tahdig is considered a delicacy. Getting it perfectly crispy is a point of pride for Iranian cooks. Delicacy means a rare and special food that people consider a treat.
A treat, absolutely. And a point of pride. That is such a useful English phrase. It means something that makes you feel proud, something you take great satisfaction in. Tahdig is a point of pride. Iranian hospitality is a point of pride. You will use this phrase constantly in English.
Constantly, you will. And speaking of Iranian hospitality, that has to be one of the most remarkable things to describe, the concept of arof. How do you explain that in English?
In English, gracefully, you might say, Iranian culture has a beautiful social tradition called arof. It is a system of elaborate politeness and courtesy. For example, when offering something to a guest, an Iranian host will insist multiple times, and the guest is expected to politely decline before eventually accepting. It is a deeply ingrained cultural practice of showing respect and generosity.
Respect and generosity, beautifully. And elaborate means detailed, complex, involving many steps or gestures. Elaborate politeness, an elaborate system of courtesy. And ingrained means deeply rooted, part of the culture for a very long time. A deeply ingrained tradition. Very sophisticated English vocabulary.
Sophisticated vocabulary, excellent. And Iranian hospitality in general. You can describe it like this. Iranians are famously hospitable. Guests are treated with extraordinary warmth and generosity. There's a saying that a guest is a gift from God, and this philosophy is truly reflected in the way Iranian families welcome people into their homes. Hospitable means warm, welcoming, generous to guests. Reflect means to show, to express, to be a mirror of.
To be a mirror of, meaningfully. Now, Jack, we have to talk about Iranian arts and culture, because Persian poetry, Persian music, Persian architecture, these are world-renowned traditions. World-renowned means famous and respected all around the world.
All around the world magnificently. Persian poetry is one of the greatest literary traditions in human history. You can say, Persian poetry has a history of over 1,000 years and has produced some of the most celebrated poets the world has ever known, among them Hafez, Rumi, and Omar Khayyam. Celebrated means widely admired and honored. Tradition means a practice or art form passed down through generations.
Passed down through generations, beautifully. And Rumi, in particular, is so well known in the English-speaking world. You might say, Rumi was a 13th century Persian poet and Sufi mystic whose poetry has been translated into dozens of languages and remains one of the best-selling poetry collections in the world today. Remains means continues to be. Sufi mystic refers to a follower of a spiritual tradition within Islam focused on inner experience and love of God.
Love of God, profoundly. And you can quote the spirit of his work without quoting directly. Rumi's poetry explores themes of love, longing, spiritual seeking, and the connection between the human soul and the divine. These are universal themes, which is why his work speaks to people of every culture and background.
Every culture and background, universally. And the architecture, the mosques and palaces and gardens of Iran. You could describe it like this. Persian architecture is renowned for its intricate tile work, soaring domes, and geometric patterns. The mosques of Isfahan, for example, are considered among the most beautiful buildings ever constructed by human hands. Intricate means extremely detailed and complex. Soaring means rising very high, almost like it is flying.
Almost like flying, breathtaking. And the word renowned, we keep using it because it is so useful. Renowned means widely known and respected, famous for a particular quality. Iran is renowned for its poetry. Isfahan is renowned for its architecture. Persian cuisine is renowned for its use of saffron. Use it freely in conversation.
Use it freely, absolutely. Now, here's something really practical. What if an English speaker asks you, what is Iran like? Just a general, open question. How do you give a confident, natural answer?
A confident, natural answer. Perfectly. You might say something like, Iran is a country of incredible contrasts. It has ancient ruins sitting alongside modern cities. It has vast empty deserts and snow-capped mountains. It has one of the most educated populations in the region, a rich artistic tradition, and some of the warmest, most welcoming people you will ever meet. Contrasts means very different things existing together. Snow-capped means the tops of the mountains are covered in snow.
Covered in snow, visually perfect, and one of the warmest people you will ever meet. That's such a natural compliment in English. You will ever meet, using ever makes it a strong, memorable statement. Not just warm people, but the warmest you will ever meet. It carries real feeling and conviction.
Real feeling and conviction, powerfully expressed. And let's also just acknowledge something important. Iran is a country that is often in the news, and English conversations about it can sometimes turn to politics or current events. And it is completely okay to say in English, there's a lot of complexity to Iran that the news doesn't always capture. The country has an incredibly rich culture and history, and the people are warm and sophisticated. I think it's important to separate the people from the politics. That is a graceful, confident, natural thing to say.
Graceful and confident, truly. Separate the people from the politics. That's such a powerful phrase. It means you recognize that a government and the people living under it are not the same thing. Very nuanced, very mature English expression.
Very mature and nuanced, exactly. Now, here is your homework, and please do this. Write 3 sentences in the comments below describing Iran, Iranian culture, or something you love about your country in English. Use the words we taught you today: renowned, intricate, hospitable, fragrant, contrast, civilization. Use them, practice them, make them yours.
Make them yours completely. Write something like, Iran is renowned for its ancient civilization and its incredibly hospitable people, or Persian cuisine is fragrant and complex with a delicate balance of flavors that is completely unique to Iranian. Anything, just write it, share it, because that's how your English grows.
That's how it grows, truly. And if today's lesson gave you value, and we genuinely hope it did, please hit the like button right now. It helps so many other English learners around the world find our channel. Share this video with a friend or family member, an Iranian friend who wants to explain their country in English, a curious English learner who wants to know more about this magnificent part of the world.
This magnificent part of the world, beautifully. And please subscribe to Everyday English channel if you have not already. We pour so much love, so much care, so much energy into every single lesson we make. We're here for you, every step of your English journey. We genuinely, sincerely want you in this community.
We genuinely do, completely. Iran is a country with a soul. Thousands of years of poetry, science, architecture, cuisine, and human warmth. And now you have the English to share that soul with the world.
With the world, fluently. Take care, everyone.
Keep practicing every single day.
Your English is growing. We promise you that.
See you next time.
Happy learning, everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.